y'all, welcome back to my channel, That Pretty Nail Tech, aka Pretty in Real Life, aka Pretty Nails by K. What is this? A Vegas. You're gonna see why this was a fail. So yeah, stay tuned and like, comment, subscribe, all that. Yeah. Alright, y'all, so at this point I'm about to turn my channel into a mukbang channel because every time I get on this camera, I'm always eating. Oh no, I already got ketchup up me. But yeah, I'm at my nail suite, which is about to no longer be my nail suite because I'm leaving. But okay, I told y'all about the rental car situation and me not in the apartment situation. So I was able to look at some apartments. It was only 2 I was able to look at, but whatever, that's not even like, that's whatever. So I need to eat first because I'm not good at multitasking, like. But anyway, so I'm done running around. Finally, time to go to the Airbnb. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm ready to take a shower. Blah 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 blah. I get to the Airbnb. It was the little cold one, and I was the only one there yet. So we were trying to figure out the code. Finally got it. Get in there. Look cool. Look nice. I get to explore in the Airbnb. The 2 spare bedrooms or guest bedrooms, them was the only 2 rooms that was like not up to par in my opinion. Like, they didn't look dirty or nothing, but me personally, like, I'm used to hotels, so I'm used to like white decor or like white blanket sheets, all that. But it was like purple and gray, and I'm just like, but the rest of the house had nice white decor, like it's very luxury looking. But the 2 other rooms, I'm like, no. The master bedroom was real nice, had the white decor, but I was just like, okay. So I didn't even pick a room out yet because I'm just like, I don't know. But I'm like, all right, whatever. So I'm chilling for a little bit on the phone with my boyfriend, on the phone with my best friend who's a birthday girl. I'm like showing her the house, whatever. I think I finished eating, or I eat a little bit more, whatever. I was kind of just sitting down, and I finally brought my luggage in, you know, getting ready to get dressed and stuff. And it was upstairs, downstairs, and as soon as you walk in the Airbnb, the stairs was on that side, and like there was a long hallway to get to the living room, whatever. And I was just like, wasn't really feeling that, but whatever. So I think I'm like going up the stairs and I'm like, I hear a noise coming out one of the bedrooms. I'm like, am I tripping? Like, did I really just hear a noise? So I'm kind of like, that's weird. Mind you, like I said, I'm a hotel girl. Like, I'm not used to Airbnbs. It was a 2-story house. Like, it was my 2nd time in the Airbnb that I was supposed to be staying in. So I'm just like, like, this kind of like weird. So I don't know. I'm just like, all right, after I hear the noise, I go back to the car because I'm like, not really feeling it. So I'm chilling in the car on the phone with my boyfriend. And then I go back in. I'm like, okay, it was probably me just tripping. Let me go back in, take my shower. I go back in. And then I hear a freaking noise again. And then, but I'm on the phone with my boyfriend at the time. And I'm like, am I tripping? Like, should I stay in here? Like, what should I do? Because I'm getting spooked out. I'm like, no. And he like, nah, you scaring me. Just go back to the car, like get out the house. So I think I had my luggage by the door. I think I like ran upstairs, grabbed my charger because my phone was dying. And it had a little loft space. So the bedroom doors was closed. But it had a loft space, and I put my charger and my food right there. So I ran up the stairs right quick, grabbed my charger, I got my luggage, and I went back to the car. I think I got to the Airbnb maybe around like 5. I'm not sure though. But yeah, so that was probably, I don't know, maybe an hour after that, after I first got there, hour or two. I really don't know. But yeah, so I go back to the car, and I think it's getting dark. I can't remember. I don't know. But it was like kids outside, and it was like it wasn't ghetto, but it was like regular, and then people bad kids outside getting into stuff, whatever. And next door neighbors, they looked a little ghetto though, but I ain't nobody to judge. But yeah, I'm chilling in the car, and I'm like, I'm hungry, like I'm trying to figure out what to eat. Oh yeah, and excuse my lashes. I know they crazy. My hair look crazy. I know, whatever. But yeah, so I'm trying to figure out something to eat. Oh yeah, it was dark. Okay, yes. So my glasses was in the house, but I wasn't about to go back inside. And it was dark, and I can't see in the dark. It's like without my glasses, no. So I'm like trying to figure out something to eat that's literally like a couple minutes away, because no ma'am. And I'm in a rental car. Like, I've never driven that type of car before. I'm like, child, I'm not used to this. I'm in a new area. No ma'am. And Vegas streets was like kind of, they a little bit weird. They're a little bit weird. So I'm just like, I don't really know I don't know the area at all. So I'm like, let me pick something close. So it's this like Mexican restaurant or Mexican place like 3 minutes away. Child, I didn't know if they was open because it was dark and there was only one other person in the parking lot. But he went inside. So I'm like, all right, cool, let me go inside. So I ordered some food. It was not that good. It was whatever. Cause I ordered, well, I can't even remember what it's called. I never had it before, but yeah. So then I go back to the Airbnb, still chilling in the car, still on the phone with my boyfriend, just eating. So I'm just chilling in the car, and so I had only got the rental car for that day, had to return it, that night, whatever. So my best friend, and it was her cousin who she was like coming too. So but her cousin had a car. So I'm like, so my best friend's flight was left at 9. I think it left at 9. So it was coming at like 10:30 or something like that. And so I was like, okay, no, it got there at 9. So I was like, okay, when you go pick her up, you come get me from the rental place first. And so I was like, yeah, that was set up, whatever. So ooh, I need to be checking the time. So yeah, that was set, and yeah. So then she calls me, my best friend called me like, oh, basically she missed her flight. I'm just like, what the? So, and then other people was coming too, but they weren't coming that night. They were coming tomorrow. And then her cousin who was there, she lives in Vegas. So she didn't have to stay at the Airbnb. So it was really just me. And then I didn't want to be in the Airbnb by myself, but her cousin was busy doing stuff or whatever. And I'm like, I'm not about to rush her, like, you know, just beg her to come to the Airbnb. So basically, she misses her flight. I'm irritated because I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, what you finna do? Basically, she didn't really tell me anything besides she missed her flight. So I'm just sitting there like, I'm on the phone with my boyfriend. We're both like mad. And cause he worried about my safety, and I'm like, I don't want to stay at this Airbnb by myself. Like, no, this is weird. It's bad vibes. I'm not feeling this. So I'm like, I'm looking up flights, but there was no flights that night. Like, it was too late. So I'm like, either way, I'm gonna have to spend the night. So I'm thinking like, okay, should I get a hotel, or should I like go home the next day, or should I have my boyfriend come out here with me? But at that point, I was like on the way to the rental car place, but I had stopped because I needed to get gas for the car to return it. But I had stopped at the Chick-fil-A, or like, you know, in the parking lot, because I'm sitting here like contemplating like, what am I finna to do? And so she didn't want me to have she didn't want me to get a hotel, because she was like, oh, you know, like, you know, if you get that hotel with your boyfriend, like, you're not even finna be with us. But I'm just like, should have missed your flight, okay? So we get off the phone. I'm on the phone with my boyfriend. I'm really just contemplating, like, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And I'm just sitting in this parking lot. I'm just like, So eventually we just like, all right, we're gonna have him fly in the morning. And oh yeah, because my best friend was like, I can either ride with one of the other people who was coming, because they was coming, you know, the next day. I could ride with them, or catch another flight in the afternoon. So she ended up deciding to catch the other flight, and that was almost the flight my boyfriend was gonna take, but excuse me, it was a different airline. So we decided to go with the airline that I was on, so we could get on the same flight back home. And that one came at like, it left at like 6 in the morning, so we got here like 7 something. But yeah, so we decided on that. So now I'm like, I have to, because I was like a couple minutes from the rental place, because that's where a gas station was nearby it. So I had to go all the way back to the Airbnb, which was like 20 minutes away. While I'm driving, it's at this point, it's like, it's probably around, it's like around 11ish, around 11. So I'm like, I need to hurry up and go back to the Airbnb, 20 minutes away, so I could come back and return the freaking car. Like, I got a deadline to meet before they charge me, and we're not having it. So yeah, while I'm driving over there, I'm trying to book this hotel. I'm having my boyfriend book his flight. I'm on the phone putting the credit card information, driving still. I'm like, girl, calm down. But I was trying to hurry up and get the hotel before it hit midnight, and it was too late and all that other stuff. So I go back to the Airbnb, grab my luggage, because I thought I was staying in the Airbnb. Yeah, no, I was returning the car, so I had to put all my stuff back in the house. So everything was back in the house. So I had to, you know, go back, get all my stuff, put it in the car, go to the hotel, which was probably like 20 minutes away, and check in, bring everything up. Like, child, this was too much for real. Still on the phone with my boyfriend. Mind you, he got a flight to catch at 6 a.m. And you know how black people do, baby. We got to be leaving the house about 4. So I'm like on the phone with him. It's late, like I'm by myself. No, Vegas prostitutes, sweetie, pimps, sweetie. I'm not trying to get taken or nothing. So he like worried about me, and I'm just like, you know, don't trip. I'm gonna be back at the hotel by 12. So I finally go to the rental place, and because when I was in Miami for my birthday, the way you return the car was you just hand it to the people like in line in the building. But no, they don't do that. So you leave the keys in the car. Matter of fact, we're not even there yet. So I go in the building. Once again, 10,000 people in line. Line is moving slow. Phone is dying, so I had to get off the phone with my boyfriend. But the line moving mad slow. I'm probably in line for at least like 30 minutes before I get to somebody. And I'm like, you know, I'm trying to return the car. She like, oh, like, you were supposed to take this paper, leave it in a car, fill it out, sign it, leave it in a car, and you could go. So I'm just like, just wasted all this time for nothing. So I fill it out, go back to the car. Yeah, leave it in there. Mind you, so I have to catch an Uber back to the, yeah, this is how I act with my nails done. I have to catch an Uber, go back to the car, to go back to the hotel. But the rental place isn't directly attached to the airport. So it's like you got to get on the freeway. It was like a shuttle that took us there. So I'm really like looking like, where can I go to catch this freaking Uber? Because it's like the underground tunnel part, I guess you could say, like where you return the cars that you actually leave it there. So I'm like, if I try to catch the Uber here, like he's gonna get stuck. Like that's not about to work. So I'm literally walking all around this place, like going up and down the escalator stairs, like doing all this, trying to find somewhere I can catch the freaking Uber at. So I see some talking about some shuttles. So I go, that's like outside. I go over there, go outside, call the Uber. I'm like, all right, cool. So I get back on the phone with my boyfriend because I'm standing outside. And finally, the guy come pick me up. And so I stay at a hotel. I'm not gonna say the name, but I stayed at a hotel, and it had 2 hotels with that name. And I just put the name in, I didn't put the address in. So, of course, so the driver pull up to the back to where it's like just the rooms. It don't show the front yet. And I'm thinking like, oh wait, did I put it in the right hotel? But like it's dark and I didn't really get a good glimpse of what my real hotel looked like. So I'm like, I think I put in the wrong one. He was like, he said the name, and I was like, yeah. So he pulled up to the front, and I'm like, yeah, no, this ain't it. So I gotta put the right one in. It wasn't that far, luckily. So we pull up to mine. Cool. Get in the I get in there, whatever. Boom. Me and my boyfriend, or like he called me like every 2 hours. I'm trying to make sure like he get to the airport on time so he don't miss the flight. And so I basically did not get no sleep that night. And then so yeah, he comes, we go out for like brunch or whatever because we slept in. So we went out for brunch. It was real cute, whatever. And then so my best friend's flight. So we get here like 5:30. Her cousin goes and picks her up, and they go get her some food or whatever. But I think her cousin picked her up like a couple hours after, because I got my best friend location. I was watching her location, like, you know, when did you finna get to the Airbnb so we can get this started. So no free promo, period. No, let me stop playing. But I'm not in the center. Be centered. But yeah, so I'm like, yeah, they go get her some food or whatever, you know, doing whatever they doing, I don't know. And then I was like, oh, you know, like, what we doing tonight? She's like, you know, just turn up at the Airbnb. I'm like, all right, cool. So they go back to cousin's house so the cousin could get her stuff, you know, get some outfits, whatever. And then I don't know, they said somebody was cooking, so you know they was waiting on that, and then they was gonna go to the Airbnb. So I'm like, all right, I'm waiting. I was supposed to be going somewhere that night before I went to the Airbnb, but I didn't end up going. But yeah, so they finally get to the Airbnb, and she's like, okay, like, we here, you know, come to the Airbnb. But they don't get to the Airbnb till like 10:30 at night, I feel like, at like 10:30. So I get there. Like I said, I was supposed to be going somewhere, so I had my Uber take me there, but I didn't get out. Like, it was sketch, so I didn't go. So I went, I had him take me to the Airbnb. So I get to the Airbnb around, I think, like 11:30. Is they dressed? No. So, and my best friend, like, she already drunk, you know. It was turning up, whatever, you know, had her drinking. So she was already drunk. She wasn't all the way dressed. They just wasn't, you know, ready yet. So I'm chilling, and then they like, oh, you know, they had some family who was cooking. So we went over there, ate some food, very much good. But yeah, so we don't get back till like, had to be after midnight. Had to be after midnight. Yeah. And then, yeah, so the other people who were showing up, the other girls, they was there too. So they got there when we was gone, when we was at the other house. So yes, like 4 people getting ready, everybody getting ready, or 3 people getting ready. And so we get there, it's time to start drinking, but it's only 2 of us ready, so we like drinking a little bit. Then eventually everybody come down, boom, bam, boom. That was fun. We was drinking, whatever. We was chilling, listening to music. Boom, whatever, good night. So then I go back to the hotel around like 3, between like 3 and 4. Yeah, between like 3 and 4. So yeah, get in, go to bed. But basically, I was saying all that to say, like, child, they didn't start turning up till so freaking late. Like, goodness, like, the whole day wasted once again. So if I didn't have my boyfriend come out there, I would have been literally by myself until probably like 10 p.m. the whole day. So that's 2 days wasted, Thursday and Friday. So then Saturday come, the plan was to, you know, get breakfast and then go do an activity, and then we was gonna have dinner that night and go out to the club. Cool. So they was talking about breakfast, but I was like, I had already ordered like me some to the room, so I'm like, no, because that's a waste of money to eat twice, whatever. So then the plan was to go to the activity, and they was talking about getting dressed and stuff like that. And I'm like, I had took me a shower, like I'm just chilling. I'm like, all right, let me know when y'all like finna be on the way or whatever, because it was closer to me than it was to them. So I'm like, you know, just let me know. Now, child, me and my boyfriend, he getting on my nerves. Like, we arguing. I'm just like, ugh, he put me in a bad mood. So whatever. But long story short, didn't end up going to the place. So I'm like, okay, like, what is y'all doing? Excuse me. And so basically the next thing was dinner. So I'm like, okay. Me and my boyfriend had ended up making up, taking a nap, whatever. So I'm like, okay, let me start getting ready. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come to the Airbnb, then we all gonna leave, whatever. So I started getting ready around probably like 7. I did take me another shower, put my makeup on. So I took a quick shower though. So it took like an hour and a half, whatever. Hour and a half, 2 hours to get ready, which was very quick for me, okay? Boom. I get ready. What happened? I get ready and then leave. Oh yeah, but we was going to the club after, so I had a dinner outfit and a club outfit. Had my dinner outfit on, had my club outfit in a bag. I'm like, okay, about to go. Get to the house. Is anybody ready? No. Is we going to dinner? No, because it's like 8 o'clock by the time I get to the house. And then it's like, okay, like I know it's Vegas and you know they be up, you know, things be up late, but I'm like, it's supposed to be like a nice dinner. Like, where's we finna go after y'all get ready and still have time to, you know, eat and all that. Mind you, so this is Saturday. My flight is 6 a.m. Sunday morning. So I didn't plan on being out like super late because I'm like, baby, I got to go. So we end up leaving, I think at like 9:30, but the plan was to get some bottles, get food, pre-game, and then go inside. So we leave around 9:30, probably the first location. They ain't had no more tables, so we left. But that was after getting the bottles, after eating just some fast food, whatever. So then we pull up to the second location, child. We had to walk a little long way. It was cold, like, but whatever. And so it was two other locations we could have went to, but they was like next to each other. So we go to the one, they talking about charging. We like, you know, like we'll see. We had somebody look in the one and look in the other one. So they was talking about charging the one place. So we go to the other place, and that one had like a long line, like going down the stairs. So we're like, all right, we finna see about this one. So it's this black security guard. I think he let somebody out, and that's how we like seen him. So we get to talking to him. Basically, he let us in, so we get in like through the side door, back door, whatever, exit door, whatever. Free, very much, so we didn't have to pay. So obviously we was gonna go in there. So we get in there, you know, get us a little table. But it wasn't a club, it was like a bar. They had hookah, they had food, drinks, obviously, but they had like a bunch of tables in there so we could sit and, you know, whatever. So we get us a little table, we start drinking. Well, it was already like taking shots in the car, so, you know. But yeah, I don't know. People had them like buying shots for other people, whatever. Child, it was a sugar daddy next to us with his little lady. And they was doing whatever. Everybody turning up, basically good time. And we leave at like probably like 2:30, probably like 2:30. I feel like probably like 2:30 we leave. So because originally I was like, all right, I'm gonna stay till 1, but I was in there, I was drinking, I was having fun. I was like, okay, let me just stay till 2, whatever. And I thought I was gonna have to catch me an Uber back, but I didn't. We all rode in one car, but I didn't, so we all just left. It took me back. But they was talking about it after hours, you know, like still turning up after whatever. So I don't know if they went anywhere else or if they was just, you know, turning up at the Airbnb. I don't know. But yeah, so basically went back to the hotel. Probably got there around like No, 3. Maybe a little after 3. Because I know we left either around like 4:45. I'm gonna just say 4:45, maybe 5-ish. But I don't know. But I was intoxicated. I was sitting in them heels all night, which I never do. So to this day, my toe is numb. Okay. My toe is still numb. It's over a week later, toe still numb. But yeah, we make it back home. Things is good. And I didn't tell everything like full detail. So I don't know if y'all get the vibes. Like, trip was a fail. It was a fail. It was fun, but it was a fail. I was the only one catching them Ubers, you know, ordering food. Like, it was a fat waste of money for me. Like, a fat waste of money. I bought a freaking hotel for the rest of the trip. And it was just a fat waste of money for me. Like, ooh. Yeah, it was just... I still had fun, though. But and then, like, the hotel situation, the rental car cost way extra. So, basically, more of the story was the trip was a burnt mission. Burnt mission. And I will not be going on no more trips with any more females, because every time I do, I'm not gonna say every trip is a burnt mission, because it's not, but like every time I do go on a trip, like it's just something, very much something. So yeah, maybe when I turn like 30, I'll be like, all right, you know, let's go on a girls trip. But no, until then, vacation me, please. So, but yeah, that was basically it. This video was so much longer than I thought it was gonna be. Mind you, I didn't even tell y'all like all of the details, because you feel me, I ain't trying to put nobody business out there or like make nobody sound like bad or nothing. So, you know, I didn't say everything, but I'm gonna start getting better at this YouTube stuff. I'm gonna start having like, but yeah, thank you so much. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on my socials, all that. So yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video.